Is there anything he could do to disqualify you from supporting him?
No. Times were great. I was younger when Bill Clinton was in office. Times were great then, and when Donald Trump was in office, times were great then too.
Is there anything that Trump could do to disqualify himself from your vote?
Probably not.
Can you tell me what owning the libs means to you?
Prove them wrong because they're wrong about a lot of things. And, I don't think they even necessarily mean to be wrong. They just don't know what's right.
And give me one example.
Okay, well, there's too many examples. I don't know. I can't think of one off the top of my head.
There's so many. There's got to be one.
Something that they are wrong about.
This is my 63rd rally, and I drove here from Point Pleasant, New Jersey. It's quite a distance, about 325 miles.
Why all of this passion for Donald Trump?
Well, two things. These rallies, this is the greatest show on earth, the Trump rally. I mean, Donald Trump is our first rock star superhero president. I mean, he's like the real life Tony Stark. They should call him President Iron Man. There's nothing like a Trump rally. I mean, it's amazingly entertaining.
What's up, everybody? Major Retired Richard Ojeda here, and TYT Reports interviewed the first guy in line at a New Jersey Trump rally. The Trump loon had driven over 325 miles to claim the trophy of being first in line. As each person joined in behind him, it seemed to inflate his ego.
Joe Biden has got the IQ of a sack of carrots. And Kamala Harris is like just a stupid like frat girl. They're both two idiots. They are sock puppets. It's the goose that lays the golden egg. It's absolute corruption. That's why Donald Trump is so hated. He came to Washington, D.C.
Because he's not corrupt?
Well, yeah, he came to Washington, D.C. when he was first elected president. I don't know what's in his mind. I don't think he expected it. What the fact is, they say we should revere that. They say we should revere that Capitol building. I don't. What that Capitol building is in D.C., it's the largest brothel in the world. With few exceptions, most of the representatives in there are whores, and they're whoring themselves out to communist China.
We've seen these types of characters in our daily lives. They always have to be first no matter what. They cut you off in traffic and give you the middle finger salute. These people suffer from delusional thinking about their own self-worth and always think life is a competition. We've all had to be around them at one point or another.
All I can say is the big picture. When Trump was president, the economy was doing pretty damn well, and I slept easy at night. We were at peace. Now, I'm close to retirement. I wanted to retire early. I'm 64. I can't because all the money. Look, to keep ends met. I have had to like dip into my savings, and I've got a third less that I have now of the savings I had, and the dollar is worth less and less. I can't stop working now, and I think our country is in danger of dying.
When given the opportunity to cheese it up in front of the camera, this Jacqueline jumped at the chance. This is where the Trump derangement brainwashing can be seen clearly in its cult members. All of a sudden, this clown is a genius and an expert on things that he has no clue about. The bubbly crackpot was asked why he was so on fire for Trump. Instead of saying that he was at the rally because of something good that Trump had done, he launched into a manic episode and compared Donald Trump to a rock star and a superhero.
As a friend of mine who was in an agency in the government that I shouldn't talk about once said to me, he said, we got to remember, this country's in trouble. So we have to remember, Christmas Day, 1991, we woke up and the Soviet Union ceased to exist. He said it was just gone. He goes, they just folded. He goes, at the agency, we didn't even see this coming. And he goes, boom. He goes, don't think this great nation can't disappear in the blink of an eye with the wrong people in charge. And he goes, my God, we got the wrong people in charge right now.
This exposes the fact that Donald Trump's followers don't care about what he thinks. They only care about how he makes them feel inside. Can you even imagine being so hollow that you find comfort in empty promises and outright lies? That's sad. People can be so full of themselves because in truth, they're hollow inside. This moron is what happens when you combine overvalued self-worth and empty promises. This delusional display of intelligence runs rampant at Trump gatherings. When this bonehead started talking about his friend who worked in a secret agency, it sent up a red flag. Mr. First in Line implied that he was connected to secret information as a result of the relationship with his imaginary friend. This guy is a real shyster. He tried to say that times have been so tough on him under Biden that he's had to dig into his savings to make ends meet. How entitled is that? In the beginning, he brags about driving over 300 miles to attend. He shows up dressed to the hilt in Trump paraphernalia. Then he says that he's barely getting by and has to rely on his savings to survive. Poor baby. This guy is the definition of entitled arrogance. He doesn't look like anyone who has been standing in line at a food bank either. He wants to throw shade on Joe Biden and Kamala Harris because he's more affluent than many. These are the undereducated and easily duped that Donald Trump loves. The biggest joke is that these people actually think that Donald Trump cares about them. They commit their lives and pocketbooks to a guy that lies to them and has proven to lie on numerous occasions. These are the Trump faithful, and they are some of the dumbest people out there. And that is an absolute fact. Sappers clear the way, airborne all the way.